Visiting new places is one of life's greatest pleasures. The thrill of experiencing new cultures, landscapes, and food is what makes traveling unforgettable. But for some adventurers, it's not just about the view. It's about the adrenaline rush. Some people actively seek danger. They go after places that challenge their fears, their physical limits, and sometimes even their mortality. In today's video, KA Explorer will take you through the top 3 most dangerous tourist attractions in the world. Spots so terrifying that even experienced adventurers have second thoughts. Buckle up, because these places are not your usual vacation spots. Let's begin. #ON, Mount Huashan Plank Walk, China. Mount Huashan in China is not just one of the country's 5 great mountains, it's also the location of one of the most terrifying hikes on Earth. Known as the Plank Walk in the Sky, this tourist attraction has become infamous among thrill seekers for a very good reason. Imagine walking across narrow wooden planks, bolted into the side of a sheer 7,000-foot cliff, with nothing but a harness, and your own courage keeping you alive. That's right, there are no handrails, no safety net, just a vertical drop beneath your feet. The trail leads to a Taoist temple at the summit, but getting there is an act of both spiritual devotion and extreme bravery. Though visitors are given safety harnesses, they still need to clip and unclip themselves from the steel cables along the path, meaning a single mistake could be fatal. There are chilling stories of hikers freezing in fear halfway through the route, unable to move forward or backward. Some even crawl on all fours. And yet, despite the danger, Mount Huashan continues to attract thousands of climbers every year. Why? Because the view from the top is absolutely breathtaking, if you survive long enough to see it. For many, the climb is a symbol of overcoming fear. But for others, it's a cautionary tale of just how far people are willing to go for the perfect selfie or spiritual journey. One thing's for sure, Mount Huashan isn't just a tourist attraction, it's a life or death challenge. #2, Death Valley, California, USA. Next on our list is a place that looks beautiful on the outside but is utterly merciless to anyone who underestimates it. Death Valley in California. This stunning desert holds the record for the highest natural temperature ever recorded on Earth, a staggering 134 degrees Fahrenheit, or 56.7 degrees Celsius. But heat isn't the only killer here. The air is dry, water is scarce, and the landscape is so vast that you could get lost for days without ever seeing another soul. Despite all that, it still attracts tourists from all over the world who want to experience its alien beauty. But make no mistake, Death Valley is not just hot, it's hostile. Hikers and adventurers often fall victim to the brutal conditions. Dehydration, heat stroke, and disorientation can set in quickly. Without water, survival time in this environment is estimated to be less than 14 hours. The valley's desolate silence is deceptive. It may feel calm, but it hides a very real danger beneath its golden sands. Even your car isn't safe here. Radiator blowouts and tire failures are common, especially if you're unprepared. Park rangers regularly rescue tourists who overestimate their limits and underestimate the terrain. Despite the name, Death Valley continues to lure curious travelers who want to test themselves against nature's harshest elements. If you decide to visit, take this warning seriously. This is not just a hot day in the sun, it's one of the deadliest environments on Earth. #3, Trolltunga Hike, Norway. Rounding out our top 3 is the breathtaking yet deadly hike to Trolltunga, or Troll's Tongue, in Norway. From a distance, the rock formation juts out like a tongue over a 2,300-foot drop, creating one of the most jaw-dropping photo ops in the world. But what most people don't see on Instagram is the grueling journey it takes to get there. The hike to Trolltunga is not for beginners. The round trip can take anywhere from 7 to 10 hours, depending on your pace and physical condition. That's right, 10 hours of hiking through rough, uneven terrain, changing weather, and dangerously steep paths. And unlike well-paved urban trails, this one has no easy exit once you start. There are posted signs showing how far you have left, but they serve more as warnings than encouragement. Rescue operations are common, especially among tourists who are unprepared for the physical toll. In fact, tragedy struck in 2015 when a 24-year-old Australian woman fell off the edge of the rock and died. She lost her balance while posing for a photo, a grim reminder of how easily a beautiful moment can turn into a fatal mistake. Locals warn visitors to respect the mountain, but not everyone listens. The unpredictable weather in the region adds another layer of risk. Fog can roll in within minutes, making navigation nearly impossible, and rain can turn the already tough terrain into a slippery death trap. Yet thousands of tourists visit Trolltunga each year, many driven by social media to take the iconic photo at the edge. For some, it's a once-in-a-lifetime experience. For others, it's a risk not worth taking. Regardless of your stance, the message is clear. Trolltunga is as dangerous as it is stunning. So there you have it, our top 3 most dangerous tourist attractions in the world. These are not your average vacation spots. Mount Huashan's death-defying planks test your nerves, Death Valley's heat tests your survival skills, and Trolltunga's hike tests your physical and mental limits. But they are also deadly. They remind us that nature, for all its wonders, demands respect. And sometimes, the price of thrill-seeking is far higher than we realize. Now we want to hear from you. Which of these places would you dare to visit? Would you walk the planks of Mount Huashan, try to survive the heat of Death Valley, or risk the climb to Trolltunga for that epic photo? Let us know in the comments below. There's something deeply human about wanting to push our limits. Dangerous tourist spots like Mount Huashan, Death Valley, and Trolltunga challenge not just our bodies, but our minds. Visiting these places is not just about sightseeing, it's about proving something to ourselves. Conquering fear, enduring discomfort, and surviving risk all contribute to a sense of personal triumph that you can't get from a beach resort or city tour. For many travelers, the danger is exactly what makes the experience meaningful. It's not about reckless adventure, it's about growth. Another reason we're drawn to these places is the unfiltered beauty they offer. Mount Huashan's panoramic views, Death Valley's otherworldly landscapes, and Trolltunga's jaw-dropping cliffside are not just Instagrammable. They are unforgettable. These are sights that remind us how vast and powerful nature truly is. And because they are difficult to reach, they remain relatively untouched by commercialization. There's a rawness, a purity to these destinations that you just won't find in more accessible tourist spots. The struggle to get there makes the beauty even more rewarding. Traveling to these extreme destinations also fosters a deeper connection with yourself and the world around you. You become more aware of your physical limits, more present in the moment, and more grateful for the small things, like water, warmth, and safety. It's in the middle of a desert, at the edge of a cliff, or 10 hours into a brutal hike that you start to really listen to your inner voice. These places create moments of reflection that ordinary vacations simply can't replicate. The danger brings clarity, and with it, a newfound appreciation for life. These places aren't just destinations, they're milestones of courage, and for some, even transformation.